So what were you just saying?
We used to have these farm scales where we could. Dad used it to weigh livestock.
Oh, okay. So scales for
hogs or dairy, for beef cattle.
So what that post here is for?
The post was attached to the scale. The scale was right here.
Oh, okay. So there's been a thing across the top and another, and then the scales. Okay. Now what are I see these small porthole-like windows. What's that all about?
The horse barn, so the horses can have light.
Maybe one horse per window, or it must be two or more.
Two, I guess.
And you've told me a bit about this barn before.
This is the corn crib.
The corn crib.
Yeah.
So,
New York.
what can you tell us about the corn crib? Anything?
Well,
just you put corn in it.
We filled up corn. We bring in the corn.
Yeah.
We pick the corn in the field, bring it here in wagons, and shovel it into the ear corn into these cribs through those windows. When it got that full, we throw it over the top.
All the way up there, over the top.
Over the top, because it had to go to the crib.
Well, what kept the corn from falling out this window here?
Well, you put a block in there. So
okay.
Keep it from coming in.
So that window, I'm 6'4", and this here is higher than me. So that's almost 6.5, almost 7 feet.
If you have a wagon, you're throwing out of a bed of a wagon.
Oh, so you're standing up higher.
Yeah.
So that must be good 10 feet to get over that beam up there.
And we used to
easy.
Have a corn sheller at the end of that building, and it would shell the corn. We could shell the corn by hand. We had a hand crank on it, and turn the ear corn into shell corn, and then feed the shell corn to the chickens and things like that, cattle.
I thought you shelled it. Oh, that was a husker. You had you husked with a hand, and your sheller was something else. The sheller was a machine.
Yeah, the sheller shelled the ears.
Right. So you
go out to the.
And here's some of those old ears right here.
Conner Prairie, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
There's an old cob and an old. What do you call the
husk?
The husk, of course. There's an old husk. And so what was this big, most of the crib is taking up this empty space. Is this just for storing the tractor? Because you didn't have a tractor.
Well, you had to drive in here, bring your wagon in here and load it, and then you'd store your equipment here. You could. A wagon probably would still be stored in here.
I see you don't have a rail running along this one, that a track.
No. This was strictly all done by hand. Notice how they have to peg the barns together with those pegs?
No, I'm not sure I see what you're talking about.
See right up here where the crossbeam is?
Oh, I see. Right. So you're talking about...
The barn is pegged.
So it was wooden pegs.
Yeah.
And were those have always stuck out that far?
No, I didn't remember them that way.
That's
where I can see them.
They might have eased out over... Pegs sometimes come out. There you go. Yeah. So one peg's in flush, or almost flush, and the other one's easing out.
Right, you see them on both sides. But
yeah, there's one in the doorway, just where the sunlight comes through.
That's the way you put, you fasten your barn together and peg it. Let's look at those old boards over there. I'll show you exactly what